Alright guys, welcome to the channel. What we have for you today is something that, again, following on the basic needs if you're going to be in automotive. If you're going to be maintaining equipment and having to switch out parts, a lot of pieces of equipment have pressed on fittings, bearings, components, and the removal of those components is very difficult. And if they're not pressed on, odds are they're going to be either get rusty or someone else before you and it managed to pinch a piece of that material and it's finding itself stuck very hard and tightly against the other piece of parent material. So in that case, one thing that's really nice, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already have this, if you haven't, feel free to stick around. You might learn a couple new things, or you may be able to share a couple comments with the guys who are looking at buying a set of these 3-arm pullers. So the set I'm looking at here is one that was sent out to us by OMT. These are 3-jaw pullers. There's a lot of different manufacturers for these. They're made all over. In this case, this unit is made in China, and it seems to actually be pretty decently built. I would say that looking at these bolts, they are actually quite loose on each other, which is nice for setting them, but maybe a lock washer or maybe a nylon nut might be a little bit better. Those would be my small complaints with this set. But that being said, we're going to show you how these work and why you might need them for yourself, especially if you are working, again, in an engineering field, mechanical field, aviation, anything out there that requires removal of pressed-on parts. This is your key. So this set, I haven't completely put it all together. This is a 4-piece set. So it comes with this larger one here, and they're all individually labeled. This is going to be an 8-inch, and then it drops down to I believe this is a 6. Yes, a 6-inch set. And then you come into this set, which is a 4, and this last one, I believe, is a 3. It's a 3-inch set. So 8, 6, 4, and 3-inch jaw puller sets. Now, with this setup, what you're seeing here is the idea, and we'll show you guys here real quick, the idea of how these 3-jaw puller systems work is you want to be able to put these jaws around something. In this case, I have a harmonic balancer here. And bear with me as I'm just fumbling around. But the key is you want to be able to grab onto a lip. In this case, it's the outer lip, right, of the pulley, equally on all 3 sides. And you want to center that around it. And as it's centered, you then want to drive this center bolt downwards. And so you do that by tightening the back here. And I'll put it over here so you guys can see a little bit better. But you want to tighten that. And in this case, it's not going to quite reach all the way down inside there. So there's a couple things you could do. You could choke up by removing this bolt and sliding it closer to this section here. Or you could also take, say, a socket, and you could run a socket down inside there. All right, let's say you got a socket, one that you don't care about. You could drop it down inside there. And then run this down right on top of it to push it out. And allow you to tighten it up. And we almost got it there with that one. But you guys get the idea. With a larger socket, it'll allow it to tighten up. Now, take note too here. With harmonic balancers, there is a rubber seal that goes all the way around. So as you grab from the outside, odds are you are going to put a lot of tension on this rubber, but you can completely pull off the rubber itself. So in the case of this unit, that's not going to be the best bet. Now, other units that don't have a rubber isolator in between the 2 metal pieces, it's going to be a perfect setup. But I wanted to show you guys just so you can see what it looks like with a harmonic balancer. Now, that being said, the ideal setup on this harmonic balancer, as you can see on here, obviously there's an inward hole and there's a cavity inside there. So what that cavity allows you to do is, and I took this setup and I set it up the opposite direction. So instead of having, right, you can see these going that direction, I have actually flipped it around backwards, and now it's an inwards jaw. So you take those little jaws, stick them down inside there, get them to hook, and then you start to drive this guy down inside. And again, we might come up a little short on this one, but we'll just do it to illustrate a purpose here. But the idea is once that's inside there like so, right, it grabs with all three jaws. It's going to pull equally and straight, so long as you have it oriented in the correct direction. It's going to allow you to pick it up like so. And that same force, as you spin this bolt down through, is going to pull from the inside here. And that's what for harmonic balancers, that's designed to do. So it's a great setup. And again, you could adjust these either way. Yeah, you could go inwards grab, you could go outwards grab this direction. And you noticed on the 6-incher and the 8-incher, you have the ability to choke up on them a little bit more too. But you could, again, here's if you would decide to go inwards grab. All three of these could come to the center and grab and pull as well. So works great. Also works great for steering wheels. Certain steering wheels are hold on real tight and you can grab inside there and pop them off. All right, guys, so here is the larger 3-arm pulley that is on this hydraulic pump. Now, as you see here, I've already got the arms placed over the pulley itself, and the centerpiece is centered in the pump. And so from there, I'm not going to pull off this pulley because, honestly, I don't need it off, but the idea is you just start to tighten here, and what happens is these arms are going to start to clinch in, and that centerpiece is just going to pull it ever so smoothly and straight. That's going to be the key, is it's going to pull it straight right off of the shaft that is on that hydraulic pump. In this case, it's a hydraulic steering pump. So great tool, works awesome. And you can adjust it too. Say you need to choke up a little closer, you can move the eyelets to here, or flip it around if you realize that the arms work better this way. And it also works in the inverse direction if you need to curl from the inside. So yeah, that's it in use on a hydraulic pulley. Everyone should have a set of these. They're super cheap. I mean, this set comes from Amazon, and you can get a 3-piece set, which excludes one of the smaller ones. Can't remember if it's the 3 or the 4-incher. That's about $29. Or you could go ahead with the bigger 4-piece set like I have here. That's about $35, so $5 more. And yeah, they're good. I mean, yeah, the reviews on these actually on Amazon are actually great. There's several thousand reviews, and most of them are right around 4.5 stars. So yeah, it's a good set. It's been around, and you should definitely put something like this in your toolbox if you are looking to do this type of labor, because you'll definitely come across them. So guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe down below. It's a big help. And please give this video a thumbs up. And we'll continue to keep sending content like this your guys' directions. And if you got any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.